Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Oh, so much cooler today. It's not too bad. It's a bit overcast and a bit sort of rain gonna come later, but yeah, hopefully I can stick out the whole day today, guys, and have a good crack at it yesterday. Yesterday was just a case of getting the car, the other car, that one there, getting that one brought over, picked up. So it wasn't a massive video, but I just wanted to show you, I like to show you step by step, you know, how I'm doing it and what I'm doing. But it looks kind of mad now. I've got two Fiestas in the workshop. So yeah, really busy. You can see that I've just started to take off the front bumper there. I just wanted to take off the bumper, get the bonnet off and get it jacked up, because I want to show you guys underneath what's happening with that gearbox. So yeah, what I'll do is I want the part for this Fiesta, for the grill, the middle part, the grill part has turned up. So yeah, I'm gonna probably get this one finished first. Let's get this bumper on, and then make sure that's all lined up and perfect. Lower the car, excuse me guys, lower the car. And then I need to use the axle stands off this car and put it on that car. So there's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a few videos. I'm going to sort of do a few time lapses, come in and out, explain what I'm doing, explain what's going on, and yeah, let's just jump into today's video, guys. But again, thanks very much for all the comment I got last night. I really appreciate everyone's support. I do try and get back to everyone. I think I got to about 11 o'clock last night and I was just shattered, so I had to go and get some rest, ready for today. So yeah, yeah, thanks for all your support, guys. Right, let's get it. Okay, so as you just saw there, I was putting the bumper on, so that's all done. And then I was having a go at these scratches on this bonnet. It's come out pretty well. You can just see that one there, a few up here. So I'm that's not, you know what I mean, that's not perfect, but I need to have another go at this to try and get it even better. Definitely can't feel it. It's pretty smooth. I just need to get it down enough now in these areas, these scratch areas. Yeah, but it's getting there. It's, you know, I mean, that's the kind of the process. How to do it. Obviously on the previous video, I did explain exactly what process when it comes to buffing paint. What I use and the products I was using and the process of doing that. I am no expert on this, guys, as most of you probably know. This is only a couple of times I've done this now, and it's, you know, it's a process where I've got to keep going at it and keep trying at it. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. So she's, you know, at least she's back on the floor now, and I can use the axle stands for the one over there. So we'll leave that for now. Let's move on to this one. And I wanna jack her up, and then I wanna show you underneath exactly what's going on. But yeah, and then I'll start taking this front end off. Let's see if I can get this panel out. Let's get all this rad off and all that sort of stuff today. I've sourced some parts for this car already, and it's yeah, it's a really good price for the parts. A few of you were saying go to the place that Rob from Salvage rebuilds. He went to a place called Gala Motors over in Benfleet. I have spoke to them, to be fair, and they are a little bit expensive when it comes to parts. They overprice their parts quite a lot. You can get a few good parts, like that bonnet I got over there for the other car. That I only paid £60 for that bonnet, but it does need some work getting it back, getting those scratches out. So yeah, let me set you up over here, and then you can see me just sort of starting the work on this one, and then I'll come back to you when I've jacked it up, and I'll show you the underneath gearbox, what I was talking about. So yeah, see you in a sec, guys. Right, okay. So there you saw, guys, I was just ripping the front off and getting access to it, seeing the damage, seeing what parts need doing and stuff like that. So yeah, where should we start? Right, okay, so let's start with the obvious, the leg. So you can see the leg there. It's had a twist on it. So I'm gonna have to hire that dozer, and then I'll bring it in, put the dozer underneath, and then I'll video and show me pulling this out and pulling it straight. Hopefully it should go. I can't see any reason why. Those legs are quite, I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I've never done this before. I've never done that. I've never pulled a leg out. I've never straightened it out. So yeah, for me, it's a new thing. Yeah, so that's that. So that's that leg's got to be sorted out. Don't think it's been touched. Like, none of this has been touched. This side here, none of that's been sort of dented. None of that at all. Over here, obviously that's all been bent up. Bracket. So I've got to replace that. Probably replace the battery box as well. It's got a bit of a crack in it and stuff like that. So I'll do that. Let's have a look at the other leg before we move on. Okay, so this side, driver's side, seems to be pretty good, pretty sound. It doesn't seem to have any sort of any kinks or any sort of anything like that at all. It looks, I can't see anything around it that indicates that that's had a little bit of a donk or a little bit of a movement or anything. So that looks pretty straight. That's survived the impact, I think. So that's good. 1 out of 2. So let's move on to the top mount here. Now on this side, I'll show you. You can see that this bracket is okay, but it's shifted that way. And that bolt has been shifted across, and this one here as well, and I'll take it the one at the back. So it looks like that's kept in its correct position. I would have thought it might have snapped there if it did have a knock. So it looks like the bracket itself to the engine block has survived. There's no crack in it at all. But it's moved on that, on that there. So I'm gonna have to jack it up, undo these bolts, and then position that back into place properly. I can tell where it was or used to be. So all I've got to do is technically put it back in the right position. So that's that side, engine mount. We knew about the gearbox because obviously it weren't going into gear, and a lot of users were saying it was something to do with the linkage. In all fairness, it was to do with this linkage. It was this one here that was like crushing, and this bracket seems to be crushed. So I'm gonna have to. So hopefully that comes. Obviously, I'm gonna get a gearbox, and I'll show you that in a second. But hopefully that comes with the gearbox and all the brackets and stuff. So if it does, perfect. Not sure about the linkages yet. Might have to replace the linkages himself. Might have been stretched. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, let me show you the actual gearbox. I'm gonna have to get underneath because it's the bracket mount underneath. Right, I'm gonna have to show you this here. Look, so you can see that that's the actual gearbox mount from underneath, and you can see. Can you see that sheared? Like it's sheared up on the right hand side. So it's pushed it right back and it's sheared off the bell housing. So yeah, it's just there. You can see the thread. It won't focus properly, guys. Sorry. So there you go. Look. So it's actually sheared off the bell housing itself. So when I looked underneath yesterday, I saw that. I knew straight away, you ain't repairing that. That needs a gearbox. I know for a fact, just by looking at that, you ain't gonna repair that. No way. I don't even want to bother trying to repair it, to be honest with you. Don't even care if you can repair it or weld it. I'm just gonna replace the actual gearbox. So that's it, yeah, so that's that. So that's what I want to show you. We have got some parts that also need replacing because as it got pushed on this corner, it got sort of pushed there, didn't it? And as it went around, it sort of folded itself in, and it sort of it crushed the pipes and it crushed certain bits and pieces over here. A couple of aircon pipes, a couple of water pipes. They need to be replaced because they just melted straight through over there. So yeah, so that's where we are with it at the moment. I'll show you these pipes that have got to be replaced. So you can see, this is the aircon one, and it's just melted straight through it. So that's got to be done. This one here as well. You can see it's melted a hole straight through it. So that's got to be done, guys. And this is to do with, that end goes to the water coolant tank, and then this one goes to side of the engine somewhere. But you can see that this is just absolutely melted and flattened it, so nothing's getting through that. So that's got to be replaced as well, and I'm sure there's going to be other stuff as well. I have seen the drive shaft on this driver's side don't seem to want to. I might have put it in gear, did I? Seems to be going there. But I'll show you the drive shaft. It's up there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hold the camera as well as show you. So you can see that it's some sort of, like it's popped out, or there's been some sort of damage to the drive shaft. So we've got to take the drive shaft out anyway to get the gearbox out. So whilst we've got the gearbox out and we've got to take that drive shaft out, I'm going to replace the drive shaft just to be double sure, double that it's going to be all right. So yeah, we've not even got to the inside yet, but yeah, I think I've done all right today. I've got the whole, most of it stripped down and looked at. I've got to drop this exhaust manifold catalytic converter thing. I've got to drop that down to get to some of the bolts to get the gearbox off. I'm hoping that I won't be able to, I can leave the actual subframe underneath in, and then that way I can pull it, I can lower the gearbox down, or pull it towards me a little bit and lower it down. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that yet. So yeah, but I'll definitely be doing that as well. So there's, you know, there's still quite a lot of work, but it's definitely getting there. Obviously can't get the drive shafts out and the wheels off before I take the bolt off. Now, I showed you that I haven't got the actual locking wheel nut for these. I just bought a special tool. Hopefully, it's going to allow me to get these off. Yeah, I'm really hoping it. It does say it will, and yeah, I've got to wait for that to turn up. So hopefully in a few days, that will turn up, guys. And once that turns up, get the wheels off, get all the stuff off, get the drive shaft off, and then we can start dropping this gearbox out. I've already got some prices, as I said before, for bits and pieces. Really decent prices, to be fair. Like the gearbox, I think the gearbox he wants like 80 quid. The whole front slam panel radiator pack, including crash bar, 100 quid. Yeah, some really good prices. So, and it's, I think he said it's off a 2016 same car, 1 litre Ecoboost Fiesta. So yeah, just got to do a list and yeah, go and pick them all up. But it's getting there, guys. Right, that is it going to be for today's video, guys. I'm absolutely shattered. It's not as hot, but it's pretty cool. It's you know, it is still warm out. The wife did drop over this to me earlier, so I've had this fan going. So that's been pretty good. So yeah, she looks after me. So yeah, guys, listen, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. I'll go into more detail when it comes to taking the gearbox out. You know, again, I've not done a gearbox on this type of car before. I've done one other gearbox before in my life. So yeah, I've never done one of these before, but I'll definitely sort of go into the process. I am no expert, so I don't know the ins and outs of everything. And you know, I'm sure you guys have, you know, might have done one before, and you can point me in the right direction to certain things. I think I'm gonna have to look into it, but I think the gearbox that I changed, then the one that's gonna go in, has to be programmed, or the ECU, you have to go into the ECU or some sort of thing. I think it's got to go into computer diagnostics or something like that, I think. But yeah, if you guys know anything like that, drop me a comment, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks very much.